This is Chris with Eagles. Like, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris. Subscribe to this channel, Chris with Eagles, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and I'll be down there in the description box. And I am here to do my AEW Dynamite May 11th, 2022 reviews. So here we go, discussing about tonight's episode of AEW Dynamite. Now, we kicked off with the first match of the night. It was the first round of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. Martha Hart, who is Owen Hart's wife, was watching this match. So yeah, she's on Dynamite tonight. And the first round was Adam Cole versus Dax Harwood. It was a pretty good match between the two. During this match, we seen Cole going after Dax's ribs and stuff, like his ribs was injured and all that. And then at one point, Dax actually locked on the sharpshooter, which the crowd went insane for. He locked on the sharpshooter, but he broke it up because of his ribs. He almost got counted out at one point as well, but he got in by the count of 10, before the count of 10. But then, of course, as soon as he got back in, Adam Cole locked on the sharpshooter onto Dax, making Dax tap out, and Adam Cole won the match. So yeah, Adam Cole defeated Dax Harwood tonight in a one-on-one match, and he has advanced to the next round of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. So yeah. But, yep, that's what happened there. Adam Cole advances in the tournament, and later on tonight we will see another first-round match. It will be Darby Allin versus Jeff Hardy, one-on-one later on tonight as well in the first round. But up next, we're going to be seeing CM Punk versus John Silver up next on Dynamite. So, yeah, that match will be happening up next. And later on tonight, we will see the FTW champion, Ricky Starks, versus Jungle Boy one-on-one for the FTW Championship later on tonight on Dynamite as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on AEW Dynamite, it was a one-on-one match. It was CM Punk versus John Silver one-on-one, and we had the AEW World Heavyweight Champion at Hangman Adam Page at commentary for this match. Now, I forgot to give my rating for the Dax Harwood and Adam Cole match. I'll give that match 2.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was a pretty good match, though. So, yeah, go check it out. CM Punk. So, it was CM Punk versus John Silver, and it was a pretty good match, like I said. During this match, John Silver was trying to do multiple things. Oh, yeah, and Dark Order was not ringside. He told them all to go backstage as well. But during this match, we seen CM Punk, before the match, actually, came out with his theme song, but then he got his theme song cut out and stuff and walked to the ring. And then he was playing mind games with Adam Page the whole time. Like at one point at the ending of this match, we see him hit the buckshot lariat onto John Silver, and he pinned him for the 3 count. So yeah, he used Hangman Adam Page's finisher move, the buckshot lariat. So yeah, CM Punk defeated John Silver tonight. I'll give that match 1.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was an okay match. But yeah, that's what happened there. And then after the match, Adam Page got mad. He goes into the ring and he starts talking crap to Punk. And then Punk was like, "You're going to give me some respect. Either you're going to shake my hand or you're going to shake it while you're knocked out." So yeah, that's what CM Punk said, and he walked out the ring. So yeah, pretty good promo about CM Punk and stuff. But yeah, good stuff. But up next, we're going to be seeing Danhausen in action up next, which will be his in-ring debut on AEW. He'll be taking on Tony Nese up next on Dynamite. So yeah, his in-ring debut will be happening up next. But still to come later on tonight, we will see MJF and Wardlow's contract signing on Dynamite as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on AEW Dynamite, it was a one-on-one match. It was Danhausen, which was making his in-ring debut on Dynamite, and he was taking on Tony Nese with Smart Mark Sterling at ringside. And this match ended very quickly. Nese hitting the knees to the face onto him in the corner, and then pinned him for the 3 count. So yeah, Tony Nese defeated Danhausen tonight, like within seconds or whatever. It was less than a minute for sure. It was like 30 seconds or something like that. And then Mark grabs the mic and he says, "Nese, look, he had an entrance and you did it. What you gonna do about it?" And then Nese hits another knee to the face onto him as well again, and then he puts him on the turnbuckle again, about to hit him again with that knee, but then Hook comes walking out, scaring Tony Nese away, and then he shakes Danhausen's hand and he walks out. So yeah, that's what happened there. So yeah, with that match, I'll just give it half of a star. That's what I'll give it. But yeah, Danhausen lost his in-ring debut on Dynamite. That's what happened there. But up next, we're going to be seeing MJF and Wardlow's contract signing up next on Dynamite. So yeah, that will be happening up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on AEW Dynamite, it was this next segment. It was MJF and Wardlow's contract signing. But before I talk about that, we gotta talk about Britt Baker, Rebel, and Jamie Hayter backstage. It was getting interviewed. Britt Baker was talking about how she's going to win, how she's going to win the Owen Hart Foundation tournament, how Jamie Hayter will go on and beat Toni Storm in it. And then they asked, like, well, what are you going to do if you go against Jamie Hayter? And then Jamie Hayter said, we ain't going to talk about that right now. So, yeah, that's what happened there. But then we get to the next segment. So, Wardlow comes out in handcuffs and all that. And it was a pretty cool video package. Like, literally, it tricked everybody, I think. Like, all of a sudden, it was a Dark Side of the Ring video package. And it says, in the next season, season 3. Which, there ain't going to be no the next season or whatever. I think season 4. But, yeah. Ain't no next season that's coming up at all. So yeah, Dark Side of the Ring is already over and all that. But yeah, it was just a play off of that. And they said it'll be the story about MJF when he was in the dog collar match and all that against CM Punk, and then Wardlow betrayed him and stuff. And Chris Jericho was narrating it. And he said, hold up, I ain't going to talk about him. And then all of a sudden he finds out how much he's getting paid. He's like, okay. And then he talks about him. So yeah, it was a great. That video package and all that was freaking great. But then MJF comes out with Shawn Spears. And MJF, of course, and they're in his hometown, and everybody's cheering for him. And he tells the fans, like, boo Wardlow. And they boo him, and they kept on booing him. He wasn't able to talk. MJF was cutting some good promos and all that. And then, he tells, and then all of a sudden he was talking about Cody Rhodes and all that. Talking about what you did to my mentor and all that, Cody Rhodes, and then all of a sudden he goes like, whoops, the other guy backstage don't want me to talk about him. So yeah, it was funny stuff like that. But then he tells Wardlow, go ahead and sign the contract. Wardlow's like, I can't sign the contract because I'm handcuffed. And then MJF was like, well, he ain't going to do nothing. Go ahead and unhandcuff him. So they unhandcuff him, and he signs the contract, making it official. They was going to put the handcuffs back on. But then he started attacking the security guards, beating all of them down. Shawn Spears comes up, still tries to attack him, but Wardlow knocks him out as well. And then it like he was going to hit the powerbomb onto MJF because he was trying to run, but he got him in the powerbomb position, about to hit it on him. But then smart Mark Sterling comes up, jumping on Wardlow's back from out of nowhere. MJF quickly got out of the ring, and then Wardlow flips him over and then powerbombs Mark through the table, laying him out. So yeah, that's what happened there. So it was a pretty good segment though. If you ever could check it out, really good segment. But yeah, still to come later on tonight, we will see Jeff Hardy versus Darby Allin 1-on-1 in the first round of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. But up next, we're going to be seeing Jungle Boy taking on the FTW champion Ricky Starks up next for the FTW championship. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on AEW Dynamite, it was a 1-on-1 match. It was the FTW champion, Absolute Ricky Starks, versus Jungle Boy 1-on-1 for the FTW championship. No, nobody was at ringside for this match. Taz was on commentary for this match. It was a really good match between these two guys. At one point, Ricky Starks hit the spear onto Jungle Boy, pins him. He barely kicked out at 2. But then Jungle Boy locked on the STF move onto Ricky Starks, about to make him tap out, but Ricky Starks grabbed the ropes, so yeah, he had to break up the submission. Referee was pushing Jungle Boy back to let him off. Ricky Starks quickly got out the ring and grabbed the championship, but then Shane Swerve Strickland comes running down. Referee comes gets out of the ring, holding Shane back. But then Jungle Boy goes for the pin onto Ricky Starks' side of the ring by rolling him up. And then the referee was still distracted, so yeah, he couldn't get the 3 count. And then Jungle Boy's looking at Shane, like, talking about, like, what the hell, or whatever. He turns around, then he gets hit with Ricky Starks' finish move, Rochambeau, and then he pins him for the 3 count. So yeah, Ricky Starks defeated Jungle Boy tonight in a 1-on-1 match, and he has retained the FTW championship. That's what happened. But then after the match ended, we seen Christian Cage and Luchasaurus come walking down, checking on Jungle Boy and all that. And then Will Hobbs is over there as well, checking on Ricky Starks. But then Shane Strickland and Christian Cage was arguing and stuff. But then Keith Lee comes walking down, and Keith Lee and Shane Strickland walks away. And then it looks like we was going to get that turn, it looks like, from Christian Cage or whatever, while Jungle Boy's looking upset and all that. And Christian walks up to him, but instead he gave Jungle Boy a hug. So yeah, he did not do the heel turn tonight, but yeah, it was cool to see a little teaser of that. So yeah, it was pretty cool stuff. But yeah, with that match and all that, I'll give it 3 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was a pretty good match between Ricky Starks and Jungle Boy. So yeah, if you have it, go check it out. But up next, we're going to be seeing the Jericho Appreciation Society up next on Dynamite. So yeah, we're going to see a segment with them. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on AEW Dynamite. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on AEW Dynamite, we've seen the Jericho Appreciation Society inside the ring. They had like a podium and stuff, talking and all that. Jericho talking about Eddie Kingston, what he did to Eddie Kingston, throwing a fireball in his eyes. That's why he's called the Wizard and all that. And then Daniel Garcia talking about how no pro wrestler can be a sports entertainer. And then Jericho again talking about like, I know your wife gets to be pretty upset about what I did to you, Eddie Kingston. She could tell me and everything about it and all that. But then John Moxley's theme song hits. He comes walking out, and then Jericho's like, "It's all 5 of us, and there's only one of you, John. Go back to rehab." So yeah, that's what Jericho was pretty much telling him. But then Bryan Danielson comes walking out, and Wheeler Yuta and William Regal, and Jericho's like, "You're still outnumbered. There's only 4 of y'all." And then Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz was right behind them. And then everybody got into the ring, and they all started attacking the Jericho Appreciation Society, beating them down. And then William Regal actually threw a shot at Jericho as well, punching him in the face. And then the crowd was chanting, "You fucked up," to Jericho. So yeah, that's what happened. So yeah, it was a pretty good segment with all of them. So yeah, pretty good stuff. But up next, we're going to be seeing Jamie Hayter in action in the first round of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. And she'll be taking on Toni Storm up next on Dynamite. So yeah, that match will be happening up next on Dynamite. And still to come later on tonight, we will see Jeff Hardy versus Darby Allin 1-on-1 as well in the first round. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on AEW Dynamite. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on AEW Dynamite, it was a 1-on-1 match. It was Jamie Hayter versus Toni Storm 1-on-1 in the first round of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. It was a pretty good match between the two. At the ending of this match, we've seen Jamie Hayter hit a superplex onto Toni Storm off the top turnbuckle, and then rolls back through, trying to hit like another suplex onto her or whatever. But then Toni Storm quickly reverses it into an inside cradle, pinning her. She kicked out at 2, and then she was trying to hit like a backslide onto Jamie Hayter as well. But Jamie Hayter rolled through, and then Jamie Hayter ran right into the Storm Zero, the spike power driver, by Toni Storm, and then Storm pinned her for the 3 count. So yeah, Toni Storm defeated Jamie Hayter tonight in the 1-on-1 match, and she has advanced in the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. So yeah, she won the match, and she goes on the tournament. But after that happened, we seen Frankie Kazarian talking backstage, talking to the interviewer and stuff, because he will be in a match against Scorpio Sky for the TNT Championship this Friday or whatever. And Sammy Guevara comes up, and Sammy looks at Frankie and then says, "Hey, Scorpio Sky's not the same person as he used to be." And Frankie said, "I don't care, and your vlog sucks." So yeah, that's what he told him. But for that match between Toni Storm and Jamie Hayter, I'll give it 2 stars. That's why I'll give it. But up next will be the main event. It will be Jeff Hardy versus Darby Allin 1-on-1 in the first round of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. That match will be happening up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on AEW Dynamite, it was a 1-on-1 match. It was Jeff Hardy versus Darby Allin 1-on-1. Now, Sting was at ringside and Matt Hardy was as well. And this was the first round of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. And it was a no disqualification match. So you already know what was going on with these two guys. These two guys kept on trying to one-up each other. It was crazy. They was already going crazy to begin with. They brought in ladders, steel chairs, and steps, and all that. At one point, Darby Allin climbed up the ladder, which was inside the ring. And there was like a batch of steel chairs sitting up, too, like where you sit down in. And there was like 4 on each side. So there was 8 steel chairs outside the ring. Jeff Hardy was standing up outside the ring. And Darby Allin decides to jump off that top of the ladder with the Swanton Bomb onto Jeff Hardy while he was still standing onto those steel chairs, which was insane. And then Darby puts Jeff in the ring, about to hit the coffin drop on him, but then Jeff kind of like, he was over there on the ring apron, so Darby was trying to hit the coffin drop onto him again, but on the ring apron this time, but then Jeff moves out of the way and Darby hits the ring apron, of course, and then Darby falls on the steel steps. And then Jeff was climbed up the top turnbuckle trying to hit the swanton onto him, but Darby moved out the way, and Jeff landed on the steel steps. And then Darby Allin throws Jeff back into the ring, climbs up the top turnbuckle, hits the coffin drop onto him, goes for the pin, 1, 2, and then Jeff Hardy quickly rolls through with a pin, countering that pin, and got the 3 count. So yeah, Jeff Hardy defeated Darby Allin tonight in the first round of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. So yeah, Jeff Hardy advances in the tournament. He'll be taking on Adam Cole next week on Dynamite, which Adam Cole and the Young Bucks and Red Dragon came out just staring at Jeff Hardy clapping for him. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good match between Jeff Hardy and Darby Allin. I'll give that match 3.5 stars. That match was match of the night. The best segment was easily MJF and Wardlow. The segment with Jon Moxley and Chris Jericho and all them was pretty good as well. Tony Storm versus Jamie Hayter was an okay match. Pretty much, the matches was okay. The FTW Championship match, all the matches was okay. Just Danhausen losing like less than 30 seconds or something. That was the only bad thing about it, I guess. But other than that, Dynamite was pretty good. So yeah, like I said, 3.5 stars. That's why I'll give that match. And tonight's Dynamite, I'll give it 7 stars. That's why I'll give it. So yeah, 7 out of 10. But yeah, that has been my AEW Dynamite May 11th, 2022 reviews. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Bales, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and I'll be down there in the description box. And I'll see you guys later for this Friday's AEW Rampage and Friday Night SmackDown reviews. See you guys later. Until then.